Greetings, everyone. Real quick video to fill in some blanks. To my wonderful all 17 of you subscribers, no, this is not part 5 of Money the Greatest Hoax on Earth. That will be tomorrow. But I've been getting some interesting comments, some interesting emails, and this might be a good way to fill in some blanks and to answer a few questions along the way. One in particular got me the other day was an email, and I'll kind of paraphrase it, sum it up for you. Which is more important, learning the money issue or learning the shape of the earth, the flat earth issue? And I said, hey, I'll tell you what, why stop there? Hollow earth, Mandella effect, mud flood, a lot of things out there, a lot of interesting evidence. I'm not on board on some of them, but they're sure worth looking into. What's underneath the Antarctic ice cap? Yeah, that's a good place to look at, especially when the Navy was down there at McMurdo Sound with the PM-3A reactor. Okay, now, flat earth, I'm pretty much there. I have seen a lot of hostility. I've seen a lot of bad comments between the globe advocates and the flat earthers. It's ridiculous. I mean, it's not how we're going to get together and win this thing. Some people disagree. They always disagree. That's fine. Move on to something you can agree on. However, the money issue, if you don't learn that, you will not know that you are a target. You are slated to be culled from the herd, and I can easily prove everything I'm trying to say, and if you just open your eyes, you'll see it all around you. Wars are not bought for profits. When you can create money, you don't do anything for a profit. Wars are a very effective way to kill consumers. The illusion of taxes is a very effective way to reduce consumption. Okay, so what am I going with this thing? Let's do a little story here. Say how it all began. And you got your meeting of a relatively few evil elite men and women, evil squared wizards, high-ranking masons, whatever you want to call them. They're sitting around in their boardroom, Epstein's palace, or synagogue of Satan, as the Bible refers to it. And they got this thing figured out. They're talking amongst each other, and one of the wizards says, hey, you know what? This being able to create credit and steal the wealth of all those millions of laboring people, it's a godsend. Then another one pipes up and says, you know, who and what can't we buy with unlimited money? Credit. We can buy preachers, teachers, lawyers, judges, armies, Congress critters, presidents. Hey, if the president doesn't go along, shot rings out in Dallas. Why don't we create enough money to buy everybody out and tell them to move off our earth? Yeah, the group likes that thought. Yeah, let's get rid of them. They're all useless eaters anyway. But then a smarter of the wizard says, gentlemen, ladies, if we do that, who's going to build our bridges, our buildings, our homes? Who's going to maintain the roads? Who's going to grow our food? Who's going to feed us? Who's going to care for us? Who's going to mow our grass? You don't think I'm going to spend my summer mowing my grass when I get that guy to do it for effortlessly created credit? So, you see the point. They got to keep some of these useless eaters around, but not too many of them. So they have to regulate the herd. In the ranching agriculture industry, it's called culling the herd. And really it is only good business to cull the herd of the non-productive, be they egg layers, cattle, or non-laboring people. Women and children first, old people next. Now why do I say women and first? Well, you can see that children and old people, children don't produce but they consume, and old people have quit producing but they relentlessly consume. Why women first? Think about it. Just for an example, you have an island with 100 women and 1 man. Population could double technically every year. You have an island with 100 men and 1 woman. Population take 100 years. You gotta get the women. And ladies out there, if you honestly to believe that 40-some years ago in 1973, Roe v. Wade, a group of crusty old Masonic men in black nightgowns thought, oh, you know, a woman has the right to privacy, 14th Amendment. Yeah, she should have it's her body, it's her privacy, she can do what she wants. Please try that as a pro se defendant in a court where you've been caught with possession of cocaine or meth. Hey, try it as a defense. Well, Your Honor, it's my body. I can put into what I want on a minimum marijuana charge. Good luck with that. Let me know how you do. All right. What's the Fed say on this? When I first read to you out of from the Big Daddy Fed New York, Keeping Our Money Healthy, that's the name of the publication, Big Daddy Fed of New York, page 6, and you recall our system works only with credit. What I didn't tell you yet is right below that says, if there were fewer people bidding against each other, money would better keep its value. That's us people. The fewer people, that's who they want to get rid of. What's the name of that publication? Keeping Our Money Healthy. They prefer healthy money to healthy people. Do I have a second witness on that? Well, I most certainly do. I read to you in the Philadelphia Federal Reserve Bank's publication, The National Debt, also on page 6, quote, the federal government, with the cooperation of the Federal Reserve, two separate entities here, the federal government, with the cooperation of the Federal Reserve, has the inherent power to create money, almost any amount of it. That makes technical bankruptcy out of the question. Let me ask you a question. If you have the power to create money, almost any amount of it, why don't you create enough money to feed the poor, take care of the elderly, take care of the kids in this country, take care of the kids in the world, because this is a universal credit system all over the face of this flat earth. We have the exact same monetary system Russia has, and I've said it before, as Hitler had. Universal credit is debt monetized, is money, utterly ridiculous on its face, but held captive to, millions of slaves are held captive to it in every nation on earth. Something needs to be done about it. You need to learn about this. Yes, flat earth, hollow earth, Mandella effect, mud flood, very interesting. There's other subjects out there. Tesla, hey, I'm down with Tesla already. We don't have to go there with me. A lot of interesting subjects should be looked into, and the more you know, the more you can sign on. But you don't learn monetary realism, what I'm trying to teach you free of charge here, you will be a victim of your own ignorance. It says in the Bible, for my people perish for lack of knowledge. Thanks for watching. To my subs, keep a lookout for the orange hat. When you see the orange hat, that's something we got to get cleared up. Keep your comments coming. You guys got my email address. Feel free to use that. Please subscribe and please share. Thank you.